Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Saturday Night live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin, we'll talk about the news, cryptocurrency in general, and cryptography. I'm going to move some crypto around. I'm going to buy some Ethereum tokens on a couple of places and move them into wallets so that you can see that firsthand. I'll talk about some of the wallets and some of the DeFi platforms that those wallets are and connected to, right? That you use those platforms. I'll try not to get too tongue-tied before we get going. Let's start it off. All right, so welcome. I'm here in front of my rig. I've got the white lights on so that they light up this side of my face. So it's been a good week for Bitcoin and the crypto market in general. There was a little bit of a sell-off in the altcoins, the DeFi-related coins over the last month or so. But now, and Bitcoin had pretty much been stuck in a range, but it has since broken out. I believe it started last week. Or maybe no, I think it was between the last live stream, maybe Tuesday when it broke out, and it's been kind of consolidating since then, last few days, and then today Bitcoin's kind of been between 13.1 and 13.2, so that's kind of cool, depending on what exchange you're checking. So welcome everybody. I'm gonna switch over to the this screen here where my little head's down in the corner. I want to thank everybody that's here so far for joining me. Shah's here. He's got a question about Zin tokens. I believe I've answered this question before, but I'm going to go ahead and we'll go through it one more time. It's a good exercise on how you deal with a token that is supported by the ledger, but not in Ledger Live. I think a lot of people have problems with that. It's not a huge deal, but it is outside the norm, so we'll talk about it. So anyway, I'm going to pop out my chat over here so that I can move it over to the other side. Kind of clear the screen. Get that going. Let's go back up here. We're going to talk about this stuff. Where are we? There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're going to talk about the news. I'd like to welcome Shah and Zorro from the Netherlands. Thaddeus Hedius. 4 times kin in the last 4 days. That's amazing. Okay, kin. Everybody's asking me about kin today, so I'll do my best. Hi from DC. There you, Rudolph. Thank you. Good to have you, Rudolph. Zat Alim. There you say you need at least 0.28 BC to be in the 1% of the BTC future. What are your thoughts on that? I read an article, and I think that was the low end. I think some people even say that it's 10%. I'm sorry, 10 bitcoins to be. I forget that article, but there's a lot of there's a range of what people say will put you in that 1% of Bitcoin holders. We'll talk a little bit about that. I think a good mid-range rule of thumb is 1. I think that's what I've heard. 1 Bitcoin puts you in the 1%. It's easy to remember, but 0.28 might be enough. Who knows? Rudolph, yes. Shark DeFi. I've heard of that. We can try. I've got a lot of stuff lined up that I want to talk about that's a little more mainstream, but I have heard of Shark. Den Tillinger, hello. David Howard, Provocative Astrology from Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Buddy Love is here. Smiley, good to have you, buddy, again. I always like to have repeat viewers, repeat offenders, however you want to think about it. Buddy's pancaking. We'll cover Pancake. Okay, great. And I wanted to focus on wallets. And one of the main wallets that we use is Metamask. And I'll show you. And Metamask is a very rich piece of software. It can do a lot of things. It's sort of like, the English language has, I don't know, like 300,000 words in the vocabulary, and most people only use about 20,000 words out of the English and managed to get by speaking English most of their lives. But and similar to Ethereum, the MetaMask wallet, where you can get by using the MetaMask wallet to simply store Ethereum and ERC20 tokens, but it can do quite a bit. It's integral to a lot of these DeFi yield farming platforms. All right, so let's start with JP Morgan, of all people, has turned bullish on Bitcoin, citing potential long-term upside. Where have you been, JP Morgan? Where were you in 2017 when you were telling me that Bitcoin was a scam and you were publicly shaming your daughter for buying it? That was, who's the head of JP Morgan? Is it JP Chase? Well, that's Chase, right? Jamie Dimon. I don't know if he's part of JP Morgan or not, right? JP Morgan, yeah, Chase, yeah, Jamie Dimon. Yeah, 2017, he was like talking about Bitcoin, how it was horrible, it was a scam. You'd be an idiot to buy it, and then referred to his daughter as being dumb for buying it in public, which... So anyway, that seems to be over now, right? They seem to have jumped on board. It was Goldman Sachs, I think we talked about a couple weeks ago. Fidelity has been on board with Bitcoin. Of course, Square bought $50 million worth of Bitcoin a few weeks back. So JP Morgan, seeing the tides turning, has jumped on the bandwagon and become bullish on Bitcoin as a store of value, a good investment, whatever. And what did they say? Potential long-term upside. Okay, so if they say that it's going to go up, I guess that means they're saying it's a good investment, right? Potential long-term upside, right? So it means buy some Bitcoin, right? Before, they were just saying it was just had no intrinsic value, that it was only used by criminals, that it was only, you had to find somebody dumber than you that was willing to pay a higher price. But now they're saying that it's got intrinsic value and it's a good investment. That's great. I'm glad. That's good. We have come a long way, right? PayPal PayPal went on board with Bitcoin. You know what? I don't think we covered the PayPal story last week. I think that was the big thing that got announced on Monday or Tuesday. But Bitcoin was already on the upswing overnight. Now, maybe some people already knew about that, but I watched the price of Bitcoin pretty regularly, and Bitcoin was already surging before the announcement during the day, the night before, over in Asia. So and a lot of people are attributing the newest breakout to the PayPal announcement, but I don't know, right? We never know. Correlation does not always prove causation. But it's a good article. Let's check. Before we get too much further, I'd like to, again, point out that if you go down into the description of my video, you will see a lot of referral links for my partners, Crypto.com being one of the big ones. I've been partnering with them for, almost 2 years coming up. A great company. And if you and they're going to be lowering the what do you call this? The sign-up bonus, right? Or the card bonus for staking a card from 50 down to 25. And so if you want to get that $50 bonus, you would want to get signed up and stake your card before November 2nd, right? I don't know. November 3rd is where the world may collapse. We know. There's a lot of things you might want to get done before November 2nd or 3rd, right? Like buy plenty of groceries and bullets, and hunker down. Anyway, that's another topic. But anyway, Crypto.com, Kraken. You can join Kraken with my affiliate link. You can get a Ledger device, which I'm going to talk about, through my affiliate link, and it won't cost you a penny more. You'll be getting a genuine Ledger device, and they'll reward me with a little commission for having me point you their way. So I appreciate that. It supports the channel. You can sign up for a Coinbase account and get $10 worth of free Bitcoin if you use my affiliate link. Binance US. I believe they have some trading bonuses that you'll get and I'll get when you sign up using my affiliate link. So check all that stuff out. All right, and then all of the news stories that we're talking about tonight are linked down here for those of you who would like to read them and benefit from them and all that good stuff, right? All right, so for those of you that are new, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin mostly in the news. And from this first story, you may have gathered that Bitcoin is something that you can buy, right? Something that you can buy and something that you can hold and then sell later when the price goes up, right? So it's an asset, right? It's like a stock or or a bond or a collector's coin, or gold or silver, anything, pork bellies, frozen concentrated orange juice, anything that you can buy and hold, right? But let's say you're a commodities trader and you're buying frozen concentrated orange juice in anticipation of the price going up. You're not gonna store it in your garage, right? Pork bellies, you're not gonna store in your kitchen freezer, right? There's usually custodial services that will handle those types of assets for you, especially stocks, right? No one buys stock and gets a stock certificate anymore, right? They're all digital now. So, but Bitcoin is similar to that. You can buy Bitcoin on an exchange and they'll hold it in custody for you. And then when you wish to sell it, you just tell them you want to sell it and they'll give you the cash, right? But this guy's throwing his hands up like me. But a real, let's get him off the screen. But a real cryptocurrency wallet is where you hold Bitcoin and or other coins that you hold of your own, right? Custody. It's not like frozen concentrated orange juice or pork bellies because it's digital. It's weightless. You can hold an unlimited amount in a Bitcoin wallet. It doesn't weigh anything. There's no limits, right? I get a lot of people ask me, how much Bitcoin will this thing hold? And it's like, it's unlimited, right? There's no limit to the amount of Bitcoin that it holds, except for the 21 million Bitcoin total. That is the total number of Bitcoins that will ever be minted, right? And then you would have to buy them up for everybody else, but it will hold an unlimited, hypothetically unlimited amount of cryptocurrency on this guy. So you hold it on your own. It's a self-custody, right? That's what we're all about on this channel. So anyway, so you're a beginner, you're jumping in. Hey, what's this guy talking about? All right, so we're going to talk a little bit more about how Bitcoin behaves in the market and what is a whale. A whale is a person that holds a large amount of Bitcoin. There are quite a few whales out there, and they do have an effect on the market and, of course, the price of Bitcoin. When a whale decides to sell a large amount of Bitcoin, that affects the market. There's a lot of talk about, when they move Bitcoin from here to there, that's a sign the market's going to go up or down. And then, of course, when they sell a bunch of Bitcoin, it causes the price to drop, because a lot of people sell. They can cause these flash crashes or these flash run-ups or whatever. So whales come into play quite a bit. And so this is a really good article. It gives you a breakdown of resistance levels for Bitcoin. And, I've talked a lot about this. Prices go up, prices go down. There's a lot of analysis that they say, we look at the chart, we look at the patterns, we look at the candles, we look at all this stuff. But nobody really knows where the market's going to go. If they did, then it wouldn't be a market, right? It would just like everybody would buy things that were going up. And it wouldn't make sense, right? So, the main thing to remember is nobody knows which way the market's going to go, up or down. They can take educated guesses, right? And they can, do percentages, right? And that kind of thing, and probabilities, right? But no one knows exactly where the market's going to go up or down, right? It's affected by these charts and analysis. It's also affected by news that breaks, like the announcement of PayPal that they're getting into crypto, right? Those are market moving events, right? But these are areas of technical resistance right here. 11,857, 12,256, and 12,868. Now, before Bitcoin went up, I was reading an article that said that Bitcoin needed to break the 11,900 mark, right? $11,900. And then and they said, oh, if it breaks 11.9, then it could keep going up. Well, it broke 11.9. Last week it shot up over 11.9 to 12, 12.5, 12.6, 12.7, 12.8. It went over 13,000 all the way up to about 13.2. And now over the last few days, it's kind of managed to stay over 13 for the most part. It's going, 13, 12.9, 12.8, somewhere around there. So that 11.8, that 11.9 mark was blown away. So the article that I read said, oh, if it breaks 11.9, there's no stopping it. Well, I'm waiting, man. Okay, go to the moon now. But like I said, you have to take everything that these predictors and prognosticators say with a grain of salt. All right, so we talked about these technical support levels or resistance levels. Once the price goes above a resistance level, it becomes a support level. I kind of know how that works. But I would invite you, if you're curious about Bitcoin and the way the price moves, you might want to check out this article. It's really informative, right? Now, another thing that we talked about a lot with Bitcoin, and I in particular that talk about, is the correlation to the market. This year, there has been from what a lot of people will say, that Bitcoin is correlated now with the stock market. There was a lot of talk before that, ever since Bitcoin's been around, I guess, originally, that it was a store of value, that it was an asset that, like gold, I forget the term for it, I always do, something that that has it's a store of value, whatever, right? But Bitcoin is correlated to gold, right? When times get bad and people buy gold, it's people buy Bitcoin, right? That's the correlation that we talked about a lot. And then that sort of fell apart. There was a little bit of diversions from that. There were some things that happened in late 2019 that people thought, oh, well, if gold's doing this, Bitcoin should be doing something similar, and it wasn't. And so the Bitcoin-gold correlation sort of started to fall apart. And now, this year, they started talking about the stock market correlation, how Bitcoin correlated with the stock market. Now, as we stand here today, Bitcoin is not correlated at all with the stock market. Bitcoin has been on the rise and the stock market has not. I mean, I'm not saying the stock market's crashing or not going up, but they're not correlated if we look over the last few weeks, right? So this is a great article. It talks about, that Bitcoin's in an uptrend and that now, the stock market, the correlation in the Bitcoin price and the stock market, S&P 500, the correlation is now 0. And then I believe it talks about early March when we had actually, I think the next one does. So this article goes into depth about Bitcoin's correlation with the stock market and the numbers, right? So you might want to check this article out. I'm not a huge fan of the Bitcoinist, but whatever. I think that's called the Bitcoinist. Yeah, the Bitcoinist. But I like that, now it's 0 now. All right, so, but let's go a little further in with that Bitcoin correlation with the market. And this is a little more in-depth. This is a Fidelity report that talked about the correlation of Bitcoin with the S&P 500. And, there was this big event in March, I'm sure you're aware, when the fears of the coronavirus were causing the stock market to crash. In fact, it was kind of causing everything to crash. It was kind of weird, because there's usually, when the market goes up, bonds go down. When bonds go up, markets go down, or vice versa. One controls the other. We don't know. And then we have that same thing with the gold. You know, gold tends to go up in times of uncertainty and fear, like wars and that sort of thing, and then stocks go down. Well, and Bitcoin, as we talked about, its correlation to any of these other factors. What we had in March, I believe it was around March 12th, was a complete liquidation crisis, right? Everybody wanted to be liquid. They wanted cash. So the stock market was down, bonds were down, gold was down, Bitcoin was down, everything was down. So in order to, if you want to pin Bitcoin's correlation on that event, there were obviously other factors involved than the stock market was dragging Bitcoin down, right? It had to do with that fearful event where everybody wanted to be liquid and they were selling anything they could get their hands on. So that really wasn't a proper event to really chart the correlation of the market and Bitcoin. But we have seen Bitcoin drop when there were market drops over this year until lately, where Bitcoin is back independent, right? And that's what I've been wanting for a long time. There's the Bitcoin independence of the market, and then there's also a correlation and or argument of correlation between Bitcoin and altcoins, right? Traditionally, in the early days, the altcoins tended to follow Bitcoin up and down. And we always talked about the day, when will altcoins get their own trajectory, right? And 2020 has seen a lot of altcoins and sectors get their own trajectory. There were times where Bitcoin was in a tight trading range where the DeFi coins were exploding. And of course, there were times when Bitcoin was down where some altcoins were up, like Ethereum or Chainlink and that sort of thing. So we're starting to see a divergence, not only with Bitcoin in the broader market, but a divergence between Bitcoin and altcoins, right? And a lot of people are predicting that if Bitcoin continues this run up, that the altcoins are going to see some downside, the smaller altcoins, because, and they say that Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and all these, the big boys, you know, are going to take over the market. Anyway, I've babbled quite enough. I would like to talk about this one article about Monero. Monero is a privacy coin. And, you know, I've done some videos on Monero. I've done some videos on privacy and anonymity, how to use the Tor browser and that sort of thing. So this is a subject matter that's interesting to me. This is Riccardo Spagni, a.k.a. Fluffy Pony, who used to be one of the lead maintainers on the Monero project. Monero is a privacy-based cryptocurrency that is, the transactions are obfuscated through using cryptography. Whereas Bitcoin is pseudonymous. In other words, you don't need really a name and address to use Bitcoin or to hold or move Bitcoin around, like maybe you would need a name and address to open a bank account. But the Bitcoin blockchain is transparent. Anyone can see the transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain, and it's pretty easy to trace Bitcoin transactions, especially large ones, right? But Monero has another layer of privacy so that it obfuscates the sender and the receiver, right? Much harder to trace and track a Monero transaction than a Bitcoin transaction, right? There's been a lot of talk about Monero lately. What with the adoption news and the investment news surrounding Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general, there has been talk by regulators and the IRS and the Justice Department and all these people about crypto regulation, and they really do not like privacy coins, Monero being one of the biggest ones. So they're trying to figure out ways to stop people from using privacy coins. They've hinted that that you're a suspect. I think we talked about that last week, that you're suspicious if you're using privacy coins. Although privacy is a right and people use cash to conduct their financial transactions in private. You may be a buff guy and you want to have somebody mow your lawn for you, but you don't want your neighbors to know you're lazy. So you just pay them in cash, right? So nobody knows, right? I mean, there's thousands, of reasons why any normal person would want their transaction to be private, right? Privacy is, I don't know if it's a right in this country, but it is something people want and desire, right? That's why bathrooms have doors and that's why windows have curtains, right? People want privacy. A lot of people claim that it's a natural right, I tend to agree, but the government may disagree, right? They don't like it when people do things in private, whether it's messages or financial transactions, right? So this is a great article about all the issues surrounding Monero. As I talked about, the IRS recently hired some blockchain analysis firms and gave them, what do they call that thing? Oh, I can't think of the word for it. It's when you ask somebody to do something and you're willing to pay them. Now I can't think of what it is. Damn it. That happens to me all the time. Bounty, whatever, right? If you can crack Monero, we'll pay you. So they put out this thing and the people applied, and I guess they awarded a couple of big firms, the project to try to crack the transactional security of the Monero blockchain, right? But SPAGNI is in this interview talks about the fact that okay, that's a big deal, but the developers will be one step ahead. Really, the only way to crack the Monero transactional security is to find holes in the Bitcoin code, and the coders are constantly fixing bugs, right? So it's just like the great virus antivirus battle, right? You've got the virus out there. They make an antivirus software to protect against it. The virus guys modify it. The antivirus guys come back. So it's the same thing with coding and cryptography, right? The government's going to try and crack Monero. The coders will fix the bug, and then the government will try to crack Monero again, and then the bugs will get fixed, right? So there's a lot of issues around Monero and whether it's legal and whether it can comply with AML, money laundering rules, right? But here, look at the price of Monero. Whether this price action is because the government's interested or the price action is because people are interested and that's why the government's interested, but the price of Monero has been on a pretty good rise over the last few months, right? So Monero is not going away. There was a big drop in the price of Monero last year, right around when a lot of cryptocurrency exchanges were delisting it because of these new KYC rules, and everyone thought, oh, Monero's going to be dead. But surprisingly, no. People are still interested in Monero, and it has a value as a privacy coin. So I think it's a great and interesting topic. If I have time, I'll show you how to get a little Monero moved from one place to another. All right. So welcome, everybody. I'm sorry if someone has been asking questions. Okay, I don't know what that's all about. I'm just reading some of these comments. Okay, so it doesn't look like any major people getting blue in the face over a question that I haven't answered. So let's get to Shah. Shah wants to know, here we are, 629. Okay, Shah wants to know how to use KIN. Okay. On a ledger, right? He wants to store KIN on a ledger. Okay, so this is a Ledger Nano device. This is a key ring for cryptocurrency wallets. So a cryptocurrency wallet is a piece of software that can be used to store and manage and send and receive cryptocurrency. And the key to a cryptocurrency wallet is the so-called private key, which is a really long secret number that gets stored either on your device or on, separately on a cold or hard wallet like this, right? So the private key is what's needed to show ownership of the wallet. And so in order to send transactions out, the transaction must be signed. We're going to talk about a couple of we're going to talk about the Metamask wallet. It has a private key as well. It's an Ethereum-based wallet. It stores the private key on your computer in an encrypted format, a little less secure than the Ledger, which stores the private key sort of offline. Although the Ledger does connect to the computer, so some people claim that it has an attack vector because it does connect to the computer. But the private key must be held secure, right, in any cryptocurrency wallet. And when you initialize a cryptocurrency wallet, you should back it up using a 12 or 24 word recovery phrase. I'm not going to go too deep into that tonight, but any wallet can be restored with its backup recovery phrase. I get a lot of questions about that. What if you break the ledger? What if I lose my key? What if my computer gets stolen? What if? Keep your backup phrase in a safe place, and you won't have to worry about what if. All right. So, the question is, how do I store my kin? Kin is some token. We were talking about it earlier. I'm not familiar with it, but I know it, exists, right? So what do we do? How do we attack this problem? Well, the first thing I would do, if someone said, hey, I want to store this on my ledger, how do I do it? I would go over to ledger.com. And the main page of ledger.com has a little link here called crypto assets. And I would type in the token that I'm looking for and see if it's supported or not. All right. And then I'll scroll down here and I see, okay, there's kin. All right. They say, okay, it's got a check mark for send and receive. And it says not supported yet on Ledger Live. All right. So this is where people get confused. All right. If I want to manage the main cryptocurrencies that are supported on the Ledger platform or Ledger Live, which is a piece of software that accompanies your Ledger, right? You go download it. I can manage my Ethereum. I can manage my Bitcoin. I can manage Tezos. I can manage Tron. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies that you can manage directly in Ledger Live. And that's all wonderful, right? So basically you install the app on your device, and then you open an account in Ledger Live, and it's empty, and then you send crypto in there, and you can send and receive and do all that great stuff and manage it with your device. If I want to send some Ethereum somewhere, then I will use this device to sign the transaction. Now, and there's a lot of cryptocurrencies that are supported in Ledger Live, right? But there are a lot of other cryptocurrencies that are supported on the device, but not in Ledger Live, and that's where people get confused. And then I'll even walk them through the whole third-party thing. Oh, you got to download a third-party wallet, and then you use the third-party wallet to store your tokens in there, and then they're all great. I did it, wonderful. And then they scream, "Why can't I see it in Ledger Live?" I'm like, I just showed you how to manage it with a third-party wallet, and now you're upset that you can't see it in Ledger Live. It's like they didn't get it, right? Something didn't click in their head when they were told that a third-party wallet is how you access or manage the private key. All right. So, okay, we know that it's not supported in Ledger Live. So what do we do? All right. I think I did this I don't know why I did this in Chrome, but I did. But anyway. All right. So what do we do? All right. So, well, where was it? Oh, yeah. More details. Okay. So we go over to more details. And then we get over here. And they talk about kin in a ledger. right? And then they go down here, and then there's Kin Laboratory, and there's all this great stuff about Kin, all right? And then it says how to manage Kin on ledger devices, right? That's what we want to know. How do we do that? All right, so let's open that one up. Let me close some of these. I think that's this one, right? All right, so here is where the rubber meets the road. This is your step-by-step guide on how you manage Kin using a ledger. I'm going to paste that in there for you. Shah, this is what you need to do, right? You need to follow this step by step. I'm going to do a little bit of it briefly just to sort of show you how this works. But first we go to Ledger Live and we install the Kin app on our device. All right, so let's go over here to Ledger Live. Now, we aren't going to be able to see the Kin, but we are going to be able to install the app, right? And this is another thing that people get a little confused about. What's the difference between the app and the account, right? The app is that thing. Oh, so now it's, let's turn this on. It's mad because it wanted me to approve allow ledger manager on the device a long time ago, and I didn't, so let me see. Okay, so it asked me to allow ledger manager on the device, and then now I should be able to open ledger manager. Okay, good. All right, so first step, get the app, right? So here's our Ledger Nano X, the one that you can see on my screen over there, and these are the apps that are currently installed. You can see that the Ledger Nano X has a lot of free space. I recommend the Ledger Nano X over the Ledger Nano S if you want to hold a lot of different cryptocurrencies. If all you want to hold is Bitcoin and you're on a budget, then get yourself an S. It does a great job managing Bitcoin. Maybe even a little Ethereum or something else. But if you're managing multiple cryptocurrencies, you definitely want to go with the X. It's not that much more expensive than the S. More room and a bigger screen. All right, so now we'll just search for Kin. All right, and there it is. Okay, so let's install Kin. So we install Kin by clicking the install button. Notice on the device it's saying processing over there. All right, and we'll download Kin, and then we'll navigate using our buttons, these two buttons on the front. We can go back and forth, just like navigate over to Kin. There it is. And let's hit Kin. All right, there we go. All right, now it says use wallets to view accounts. So I can't use Ledger Live for this, right? I got to do something with Kin. So let's scroll down here. It says Kin user guide. Let's open that up. All right, there's using Ledger Nano S as your wallet. Google Chrome. Okay, we're in Chrome. We got Ledger Live. We've already done that. We've downloaded the, we've installed it. No, we've gone through, we've done all this, right? Okay. Oh my Lord. Okay. Install the Kin app. Okay, we did that. Connect and unlock the Ledger Nano S. Allow the manager connection on your device by pressing the right button. We've done all this. Find Kin. Okay. This is old. Okay. All right, now we've got the Kin. All right, so to receive Kin in your Ledger Nano S, you need to share your Kin public key with the person or service that wants to send. Browse to mykinwallet.org. Okay, there we go. We're in My Kin Wallet. Now we say I want to use my Ledger device. All right, it's going to come up here. Choose BIP path. I don't know which path to use here. I'm just going to take a wild guess. I'm just going to use the first one. All right, I think I could have used any one of them, right? I'm going to choose, just don't forget that you use the first one the next time you go in there, because whatever coins you put in there will be tied to that derivation path, right? We'll hit access my wallet. I got to accept all this. Account is missing or does not exist. Well, I thought I knew what I was doing. Account is missing. That's weird. Access my wallet. Oh, well, there it is right there. Copy address. Access my wallet. Well, that's stupid. Oh, man. What the heck? Maybe, well, I had the Kin on the X and it was compatible, although this thing It's telling me I should have been using an S. That's kind of weird. All right, send kin coins to other exchanges or others. Usually, I should have been able to pull this up and got like a blank wallet. All right. Oops. Let's go back. My kin wallet. Okay, ledger device. Okay, let's try again. I'm not gonna. Okay. All right. I don't know. Maybe try this one. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get the same thing, right? Yeah, doesn't work. Well, I'm using Chrome. I did all the instructions, so maybe it's impossible to store Kim using a ledger. I don't know. I really don't have time to struggle through this, but I'm pointing you in the best direction I can. I don't know why this isn't working. Maybe if I were using an S, it might work. I don't know. I've done this kind of thing hundreds of times, so I'm not sure exactly why it's not reading my device properly. We're just going to have to move on. But that's about as good as I can get for you, Shah, if you're still here. All right, so let's buy some crypto, right? The first thing we'll do is buy some crypto, and I want to put it in a MetaMask wallet, right? So let's see. We'll use the Chrome base. I'm going to get rid of these. Get rid of that. Okay. All right. Okay. We'll start with just MetaMask, right? If you don't know what MetaMask is or how it works, I've got a great video on how to use MetaMask and how to set it up. I'm not really, I believe that's it, right? Yeah, the latest 2020 version of the MetaMask. It's funny, I did a MetaMask video in like 2018 and it gets a lot of views. And so I did this video, the latest one, because the interface always changes. And I even put a link in the old video. Dude, watch the new video. But I'm still getting a lot more views of my older video. I guess it's just ranked higher in YouTube searches. But if you really want to get the MetaMask set up, this is the go-to video to do that in 2020, right? That's the way, that's what I would do. All right. Okay, so before I, take any more other questions, let's go ahead and open up MetaMask here. All right, and I'm gonna now you can switch network on MetaMask. This is what's kind of cool. We're gonna stick with the main Ethereum network. Notice the balance change there. Each network is almost like a different wallet, right? So when I switched from the main Ethereum network, I was playing around with this Kovan test network. See, that's an amount of ETH. That's fake ETH. I got it. It was a faucet gave it to me. It's just test. It's a test network. I was just playing around. But the main net of Ethereum is where, see, notice the Ethereum balance change there. This is real Ethereum, right? 0.699 ETH, right? Now, ETH is the juice that drives all the large majority of the DeFi platforms through your wallet, right? If you're going to connect to a DeFi platform and trade for ERC20 tokens, I'm going to turn this stupid thing off, right? I don't know how long that's been over there. You're probably like, dude, I can see his mouth over there. All right, at least it was blurred, right? You'll need Ethereum in your MetaMask wallet, right? That's the juice that drives. Not only is it maybe something you might want to buy and trade for if you have other ERC20 tokens, but it's also the way that fees get paid on these platforms, right? So you definitely want to have extra Ethereum, right? It's just like gas for your car. I mean, in fact, they call Ethereum gas, right? When it's used to pay for fees. So always try to keep an abundance, as much ETH as you can in an Ethereum wallet. All right, so let's buy some ETH. Okay, what am I doing here? Oh, I haven't done this yet. Okay, all right. Let's see if we can do this on the fly. Please work. God, please. Oh, man. Damn. This is going to be a pain. Ah, thank God. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right, Crypto.com is an app that you can install on your phone. Get yourself an account set up. I got a great video on doing that. It has a credit, a debit card that you can link to your account to spend your crypto in the real world. You can trade on it. You can check the latest price of Bitcoin on it. I like this app. It's a great and fun app. But you can also use it to buy cryptocurrency with your real world assets, like your bank account or your debit card, right? The bank account option takes a little longer because the transaction has to clear. So I'm just going to do a debit card transaction. So I'm going to go up here to trade, and then I'm going to do a buy, and we're going to buy some Ethereum, and I'm going to buy $50 worth of Ethereum. You see the default there is 0.5. I'm not going to buy that much. I can edit that. I can just tap there and change that to 2. Let's do 1.5. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Notice there that it's already connected to my debit card, right? If you've not done that, then there's like that little plus down there. You can add your debit card to this app so that you'll have an on-ramp, right? So this is me buying cryptocurrency using my bank card, right? And like I said, I could do it directly from my bank, but that takes a little while. So I'm going to do this because it's an instantaneous purchase. So I'm going to buy ETH, right? So there I go, buying ETH. Now there is a small fee there, 62 cents. They waived the fee for several months during the COVID thing, like 6 months. And they've just reinstated the fees, so keep that in mind for any platform. And I'm babbling away. Well, let's try it again. All right, I talked too long. All right, so we're going to go ahead and click that. All right, and it should just run this transaction for me, and I should end up with ETH. All right, and I believe, okay, there. So now I have, if I go down to accounts, down there at the bottom, now you can see that I've got $61 worth of Ethereum. Now, I know a lot of people watch me like a hawk and they go, oh, you got charged this and that fee and the price, and you know, you ended up spending an extra 10 cents when you could have saved, you know. Don't worry so much about all the little fees. There are going to be fees and everything on the on-ramps, right? Once you get it into crypto, there's also going to be fees on the exchanges and even the DeFi platforms. So if you're a penny pincher and you're worried about fees, then crypto's probably not the right place for you to be, right? Be smart, manage your fees, try to keep them low. But if you're going to constantly worry about 5 cents here, 10 cents there, $3 there, $5 there, you're probably not cut out for the crypto thing, right? You're going to buy $1,000 worth of crypto, and then you're going to wake up in the morning and look at it, and it'll be worth 800. You're going to, like, you know, freak out, right? I wanted to say something, but this is a family show. All right, so or you're going to wake up one day and that 1,000 will be 1,500, right? But it's that 800, it's that fallback that'll kill you if you're not risk averse, right? So always remember, your crypto could all go to zero. You could lose your entire investment, all that stuff, right? Please, I'm not a financial advisor. You know, do your own research, all that good stuff, right? So I'm just trying to show you how this works. All right, so let's move on. All right, now we want to take that Ethereum. It's on Crypto.com. It's being held by them. They're holding it for me. I know this is my account, and if I ask for it, they'll give it to me, but it's really not my Ethereum until I put it in my own wallet. So we're going to put it in our Ethereum wallet. Now, I'm pretty sure that I've already sent ETH from Crypto.com to this wallet. I'm pretty sure I have. So it's already whitelisted. So, but let's see how that, when I say whitelisted, I mean, I've told them that it's my address and it's a good address, right? So it's like I've got it set up in a list of outgoing addresses that I can use. But let's do it, right? I'm going to tap right on Ethereum. right? And then I'm going to choose transfer, and I'm going to choose withdraw from my crypto.com account to an external wallet, right? And then if I've never used an Ethereum address before, I need to add it by like hitting this plus and then scanning it. I can use my Pay ID. I just did a video on setting up Pay ID in crypto.com. It's been getting a lot of views. One of my latest videos. You might want to check that out if you're a subscriber to my channel, if you like my stuff. But today, we're just going to look in this whitelist for this guy, right? I'm just going to click over here and go to account details and look at that full address. AFAOB. It's not even showing me the entire address. Okay, I can do this. All the way down to, come on now. Is that it? 95? Okay. All right, let's see if I've ever sent to that. Maybe I haven't. I thought I had. Maybe I just sent some tokens to it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Down there where it says Trust Wallet. 1BF for the last two. I don't know why it's not. It won't let me scroll back and forth. But it is. It ends. So we got 0FA. And don't be slap hazard like me. You know, I've done this a lot. I know this is the right wallet. I'm going to go ahead and send to it. But always double check everything on these. So there it is down there. So if we look down here where it says Trust Wallet, and it says withdraw ETH. I'm going to hit withdraw ETH to the Trust Wallet. Now I'm just going to choose max. I'll choose withdraw. And then I'm going to use my two-factor authentication, which is Google Authenticator. We'll just pull Google Authenticator up. That first code there is crypto.com. I'm just going to tap it. It goes into my clipboard. We'll slide back over to crypto.com. We'll tap and paste that two-factor code in there. We'll hit continue, and it should withdraw. That is how you transfer crypto from your account to a wallet. I know it was kind of a several-step process, and I had the two-factor in there, but you should always have two-factor authentication enabled on all of your cryptocurrency accounts so that someone can't hack in, right? So only the owner of the account and the holder of the phone is able to withdraw. That's what two-factor is all about. Something I know and something I have. I know my password and my username on crypto.com, and I have the phone in my hand. The phone is the two-factor, the second factor, right? All right, so we just withdrew the ETH. Our balance goes to 0, and we should get an alert from crypto.com shortly that the Ethereum transaction has been totally confirmed, and then we will look in our wallet and we will see that we've got some more Ethereum that came in, right? We'll see it in activity. So we'll watch this go up to like, I don't know, it's like 7 now, so we'll probably see it up at like 8.4, right? 0.84 shortly, right? While we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and go to Coinbase. I want you guys to see how it works on Coinbase. I'm going to use my Brave browser for my Coinbase. Let's go over here to Coinbase. I just want you guys to see how easy it is to buy crypto on an exchange, right? That's the easy part. The hard part is getting it in your own wallet and then learning all of how the wallet is managed. That's like the easy part is just buying the crypto, right? Anyone can just go and buy some crypto. It's pretty easy. All right, let's get in there. Now, when we go to Coinbase, we can hit trade. And instead of Bitcoin, I'm going to buy Ethereum today, right? And I can buy it from my bank account, or I can buy it from my debit card, or I can fund it from my Coinbase cash account, but there's no cash in there right now. Now, the bank takes longer, although I think they've started to make that better. All right, we'll go ahead and buy $50 worth of Ethereum. We're going to hit preview buy. Notice the fee there is a little bit higher than crypto.com. And that should work. And there we go. All right, so I just got an alert that I bought $50 worth of ETH. Okay. And CoinTracker is giving. I have CoinTracker, which tracks most of my purchases for tax purposes. All right, so there we go. We did it. We got it out. I'm sorry, we bought it. Right, so we have 47.76 worth of Ethereum. Now I want to send that to that MetaMask wallet. The MetaMask wallet is over here. All right, we're going to go back to the MetaMask wallet. Oh, there it is. Okay, it came. The Crypto.com ETH has come in. That's the ETH that we bought it from Crypto.com. So now it's in my wallet. Right, now I can use it. I can use it to connect to decentralized exchanges and do all kinds of fun stuff, right? Either trade and buy, you know, up and coming coins, or I can provide liquidity and yield farm and earn, yearn, all that good stuff, right? But we start with a wallet and we start with Ethereum. So let's go ahead and now we can just click this and go to account details. Actually, if you just click up here, it copies the address into the clipboard. That is the Ethereum address of this wallet. I could send Ethereum or other coins to this wallet using that. But we'll just focus on ETH, right? I'm going to send it all. And I'm going to paste in the address of the wallet. And there we go. That's it. That's the main thing. You got to know the address of your wallet. We'll hit continue. And send now. And they're going to want my two-factor 2, which is in my Google Authenticator. Like I said, always, if you can, if it's possible, if they support it, you should enable it, right? Two-factor authentication. You always want to have two-factor authentication enabled whenever possible. All right, so we're done. All right, so I showed you how to buy Ethereum on your phone and on your computer. Crypto.com, great place to buy cryptocurrencies. Coinbase, another great place to buy cryptocurrencies. You can also trade there. They are sort of, there are maybe other cheaper ways to do it. Coinbase Pro is another way that you can make purchases with less fees, right? It's owned by the same company, but it's a little more complicated to use. It's a little more geared towards the professional, experienced trader. But if you have a Coinbase account, you can log into Coinbase Pro and buy and sell cryptocurrencies. And I think you can, that bank account option is immediate now. They've added that recently. So, and they're even letting you trade with margin, all that good stuff, right? So this is the way to go. All right. But I just showed you the easiest way to just like buy some Ethereum and throw it into your wallet, right? So, there, it just came in. Oh, that was CoinTracker. Let's see what this, wait a minute. Before I get too verklempt. Yeah, we'll probably see that tick up to maybe 1 in a minute or two, right? All right, so we bought some Ethereum and we've moved it into our wallets. Now, all those exchanges, you can also buy other altcoins, right? LinkedIn, Litecoin, Engine, you know, all those other coins, you can also buy them directly on the exchanges. But there are some coins that you can't find on certain exchanges, and you might want to find them while they're still relatively inexpensive, right? They're new, up-and-coming projects, so you want to get in on the ground floor. And that's great, but you also want to be careful of pump and dumps, scam coins, copy coins, all that stuff. It's a jungle out there, right? So before you dive into this, do your own research. All right, so now that I've managed to buy some Ethereum and move it into our wallets, and we'll see here. And I'm thinking, hey, where's my Ethereum, right? Why don't I see it? Right, well, let's go back over to Coinbase. Where are we? Oh, I think it was in Brave. Yeah, okay. Let's go back over to Coinbase. I closed that window. Maybe it'll let me back in. All right. Let's go over to Portfolio. let's go to Ethereum, wherever the hell it is, down here. Sorry, it's a family show. Okay, there. All right. I wanted to know, where is my Ethereum? Well, I can see there that it's pending, so I know things are okay. Right? It just hasn't been sent out from Coinbase yet. So don't panic when it doesn't appear right away. Sometimes it takes a while. Right? There's the Ethereum address, so I know that I sent it to the right address. So we won't fret. It will show up in our MetaMask wallet presently. Right? So before I jump into demoing some of these other DeFi platforms and how you connect to your MetaMask, I would like to just double check to see if anyone's trying to ask me something important. I thought someone was asking me about... oh, okay, try it again. Nano X needs to be logged in, but don't click on Kin just yet. Click on Ledger Live on the wallet, then click Kin on your device, and that should get you in. I just did it myself. Oh, okay, Twin Pillars was logging into the Kin. Logged in, but don't click on Kin just yet. Click on Ledger Live on the wallet, then click Kin on your device, and that should get you in. Okay. Did we close Kin? Let's take a look. Where were we? Oh, I think I closed all that Kin stuff, right? Kin. Let's see here. Kin apps. No, we don't want that. Damn it. Oh, here, my Kin wallet, right? Okay, so let's just try one more time. I'm going to get out of Kin. All right, then it says hit Ledger. All right, now let's put Kin in there. All right, access my wallet. I don't know what's it. Maybe I should have put the derivation path on there. Okay. Now, I don't know what's going on. Sorry, guys. I just can't do it. I give up. There's other stuff that I know about that I would like to show you how it works. All right, so what happened to my ledger today? I was trying to transfer ETH from Coinbase on a new Windows computer. I don't know. You know, the ledger is the exact same thing, right? We take our ledger account, we do a receive, and continue. If you don't have your device connected, you can just copy the address into your clipboard right here, right? Same thing I did with the Ethereum wallet, right? I took that Ethereum address and I went over to Coinbase and I did a send, right? That's what you do to get it into a ledger. So if it's not there yet, it's probably still pending in Coinbase. Let's see. I'm going to get confused here. Yes, let's go back to Chrome. Let's go back to MetaMask. Still waiting for the Coinbase, but that's okay. I'm patient. What are the best way to convert USD to crypto? Very high fees. I showed you the buy it on Coinbase or buy it on crypto.com. If you're trying to save fees, maybe Kraken or Coinbase Pro to get better deals on the fees. There's Binance US. There's regular Binance. There's a lot of ways to buy crypto with fiat. But you can't use Binance if you're in the US. And I think crypto.com and Binance US are black in certain states, right? I think there are a few states out there that you still can't. So Bittrex is also another one that you might be able to get. Let's see over here. Let's open this one up. Oops. Bittrex. Bittrex is a US-based cryptocurrency exchange. So maybe it's not. It doesn't work in New York. I don't know, but you can buy a lot of cryptos on Bittrex too. Right, and you can use your credit card or your debit card on Bittrex if you're in the U.S. I'm assuming, right? So a lot of on ramps, right? We talked about the on ramps. Okay, my ledger quit working today. What you're doing today doing, my ledger quit working today doing what you're doing. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. The ledger device, a lot of people, it's not a foolproof device, right? It's a quirky device just like anything, right? Just like your phone or your computer, it doesn't always do as expected. So there are a few things you can do with it when it apparently is not working, right? You can disconnect it and reconnect. A lot of people are they think if they disconnect it, they're going to lose all their crypto. It doesn't work like that. Your crypto is safe and sound. Disconnect, reconnect, re-enter your PIN, try again. I probably, if I'd have had time, I might have troubleshot that kin thing. As someone pointed out, they were able to connect to kin with their ledger by trying things in a different order, right? Reboot your computer, reboot your modem. Do all those troubleshooting things that you would do for any normal computer problem. Don't just throw up your hands and say, my ledger isn't working anymore, and then try to contact ledger and get pissed off because they're in France and they don't get back to you right away. There are things you can do to troubleshoot this little device. Worst case scenario, restore using your 24-word recovery phrase to a different device and see how that works. Or go install Ledger Live on a different computer and use the same device and see how that works. There's all kinds of things you can do to troubleshoot this device. It's just a piece of technology, right? You're not going to lose your crypto if you unplug it and plug it back in again. It's not like that. As long as you have that 24-word recovery phrase written down, you can throw it against a wall and stomp on it, and you're always going to have your recovery phrase. Let's see. I'm just going through what people are saying here. Okay, here we go. That's good. I had a spammer. Well, that's cool. Nothing works if you're from New York. Yeah, I think Gemini works if you're from New York. I think you can do Gemini. I think Kraken works in New York, right? If you want to use Kraken. And last week I couldn't find my stupid device, which this little thing. This is a YubiKey hardware device, right? And it needs to be in your USB port. I just yanked something else out. It's pissed off at me. So you put this in your USB port. All right. And then you sign in to your account. There's my password manager. We'll hit sign in. There's my two-factor. I just touched that thing. I just kind of touch it. All right, and that logs me into Kraken. I was trying to do that last week. Now, I think Kraken works in New York. I don't know. It is US-based. I thought it works in New York. Hopefully it does. So there you go. You could try Kraken or Gemini. I don't have a Gemini account, but I've heard that it's licensed in New York. So we'll see. All right. All right, so let's jump into some DeFi here, and we'll talk a little bit about our MetaMask wallet. Let's go back over to Chrome. Are we in Chrome? Yeah. Let's go back over to MetaMask. Still waiting for that ETH from Coinbase. All right, it'll come. Now, I would like to connect to a DeFi platform using the MetaMask wallet. Now, look, I'm here on the main Ethereum network. So let's go to, oh, that's something else. Uniswap, that's what I wanted. A lot of people, Uniswap was really big over the last several months. People were just going crazy on Uniswap, making a lot of money yield farming. So if you would like to use Uniswap, all you need to do is get that MetaMask wallet set up. Right? Use my video, get your MetaMask wallet set up, get it, open it up, log into it. In fact, if you're not logged in and you try to launch the Uniswap app, it'll just launch MetaMask and tell you to log in. Right? So let's hit launch app. All right, it's already connected for me because I've connected to this wallet before. but you'll probably get something like, it'll say connect to wallet on the web page. And then when you click connect to wallet, it'll give you all these choices. I have already chosen MetaMask, but in your case, you would click the MetaMask, and then now you'll see that this address, that 0xFAOE2B1F, is the same as this MetaMask wallet, right? So the MetaMask wallet is now connected to this website. This is a decentralized app, right? This is what the promise of the Ethereum network was that you'll be able to do things with Ethereum because it's programmable, right? We've got this wonderful piece of software over here, MetaMask, which is a non-custodial wallet that lives in our browser, stores the private key on our computer, and we are in total custody of our coins. Now, we could go to a centralized exchange and make these same type of trades at the most basic. But I mentioned earlier that there may be some coins out there that you want that you can't get on the exchanges. I think Poly is one of them. There, Paul, P-O-L-S. Like Polkadot Helper, right? For an example. I'm not saying go out and buy Polkadot Helper. I'm just saying it's one of those coins that you might not be able to find on Coinbase or Crypto.com or Binance or whatever, right? You find it in a decentralized exchange. Now, what if, but you got to be careful, right? As you can see, I added it myself, right? And the way I added it was I did my research. I went over to, we'll start here. POLS, right? I did my research and I determined that the POLS coin was the coin I wanted. I did my research and said, this is the coin I want to buy. This is the real POLS, right? It links me to their, their official website. I'm all happy that I have the right coin. And on CoinGecko, you can click this little contract address. And when you're in Uniswap, you can just paste it in there, and it knows that that contract address matches that coin. That's the best way to do it. Because if you just like willy-nilly, oh yeah, I want to buy some 2key or whatever, it might not be the one you think it is, right? It might be a cheap copy because this is wide open, right? Anybody can post a coin here. So you have to be careful what you use, what you buy, right? Where in the heck is that Ethereum from Coinbase? It's taken a long time. That's a PO'er, right? It really POs me off when it takes so long. All right, but let's just choose coin. I know this is a coin that I might want to buy, right? And how much do I want to buy? Well, I could do this, right? I could say, all right, I want to max out and use all the Ethereum in my wallet to buy as much BZRX as I want. But that's not a good strategy because I mentioned earlier that Ethereum is the juice that runs these wallets and these platforms. Right? You don't want to max out your Ethereum because you might need some more for another transaction after this. Right? So we don't want to do that. Right? So what we can do is, let's get this out of there. Let's just do 0.01. Not very much, right? But we can do that. Do I want 0.01? And you can always check over here. Let's say, I don't have ETH, okay. Let's go to Ethereum. How much is 0.01 ETH, right? I want to know, right? Right now, what is 0.01 is $4. Okay, I'm not worried about $4 worth of ETH, right? But I can buy 35 BZRX with 0.1 ETH. So I'm going to choose swap. And now they give me some information here. The price of ETH, the minimum amount of BZRX, the price impact, which is 0.01, the liquidity provider fee. I'll hit confirm swap. Now I have to sign this with my MetaMask wallet. This is where it comes in. Notice here, it's going to charge me $1.47 to buy $4 worth, to spend $4. It's actually going to cost me 5.59. I'm going to go ahead and confirm it so that you can see how it works. But the wallet asks you whether you want to do it or not. And you have the choice as to yes, confirm, or reject. So you have total control because you are in control of the wallet. Now, this might not go through, right? Maybe, and if it doesn't, I won't lose my ETH that I attempted to spend. What I will lose is that transaction fee that I was willing to spend. So let's hope it goes through and I just get my trade, right? That's what we want, right? But we can also check over here in MetaMask and just kind of keep an eye on what things are going on. We got assets and we got activity, right? We're waiting on a swap where I spent 0.01 ETH and it's still pending. All right. Now, but we can also speed it up. I can say, oh, you know what? I think I'd rather spend a little more on my transaction fee to get this thing to go through quicker. All right. But had I maxed out my ETH, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Right. I've talked to a lot of people that have sent their ETH somewhere or made a trade that was pending indefinitely, and there was no way to speed it up. This is one of the downsides of the whole DeFi revolution that's been occurring this year, is that the Ethereum network is being overloaded and transaction fees are high and they're slow. This is what happens with innovation, right? So that may not go through, right? We'll just hang out and see. So how long is that going to take us? We don't know. Right? Do the transaction again on Coinbase, but use your cell phone instead if you can, because Google is hanging it up. I don't know what. Oh, I see. Okay. Do the transaction again on Coinbase, but use your cell phone if you can, because Google is hanging it. Maybe it's Google. Yeah, I could have bought that Ethereum on Coinbase using the phone-based Coinbase app. There's a way to do that, and that may have been quicker than actual Coinbase proper. We don't know. Can FedCoin annihilate alternative coins which endeavor to work around accounting policies surveilling assigned coins? Seems to me any anonymity means opting out of universal BIWYT. What do I think? What do you think? I don't know what's going to happen with FedCoin. There's a lot of talk of these Fed coins, these central bank coins, these new digital coins, the digital euro, the digital yen, the digital European bank, whatever that comes out. The Fed is talking about a coin. Are these going to supplant Bitcoin? Well, up to this point, they have not been able to censor Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin is decentralized. Now, they might make it illegal. They might say Bitcoin is now illegal, you have to use FedCoin. You can't buy anything with Bitcoin. You have to use FedCoin. They might try that. But my belief is that I think the genie's already out of the bottle. People might just start using Bitcoin between each other in order to not have to have everything they spend tracked and surveyed, right? Which is what FedCoin will probably do, right? You're going to get FedCoin in your approved wallet that's tied to your identity and your social security card and your blood type and all that stuff. And, there won't be any cash. And then you'll have to, if you want to buy a cup of coffee, they're going to know, right? Or they'll allocate it to you. They'll say, okay, this month, you can only get this much, whatever. But Bitcoin is decentralized outside that whole paradigm. And my hope is that the Bitcoin and altcoins will survive and that they can coexist with digital dollars and Fed coins and central bank coins and that sort of thing. That's my hope, that they can coexist, that they'll each have their place. Right? That's my hope. Yeah, it doesn't look like this thing's ever going to go through, but that's okay. So now let's try something else with our MetaMask wallet. Let's try Pancake Swap. So let's go over to the Pancake Swap exchange. I'll go ahead and copy that one in here if you're not familiar with Pancake Swap. Now the interesting thing about Pancake Swap is that I can use my MetaMask wallet, but it needs to be on a different network. So if I do connect to wallet and I choose MetaMask, it's going to say wrong network, right? Because I'm on the wrong network. So if we go over to our MetaMask wallet, still waiting for that stupid ETH, and I'm still waiting for this transaction to go through. But I can just let that happen. That's happening on the blockchain, right? So let's just switch networks. We'll go over to my Binance Smart Chain network. Notice there that the totals changed again. This is like the same wallet but different, right? It's got a different address. It's got different coins in it. These are Binance Smart Chain coins. And I've got a great video on how you set up Pancake, but kind of what I wanted to, and how you get your MetaMask wallet set up with all of these settings, right? Where is it? Right here. So you might want to check this video out if you're curious about Pancake. Now the reason I'm going to show you Pancake is because it uses the Binance Smart Chain. And the Binance Smart Chain is faster with lower fees than the Ethereum mainnet, right? So let's say, okay, I want to buy, let's say I want to buy some Trust Wallet token with my BNB. Now I'm not going to max it, because if I did that, I wouldn't have any BNB left for fees, right? BNB functions as Ethereum does when you're using the Binance Smart Chain, right? So let's not buy that much. Let's say 0.1. How much is that? Or 0.01? How much is that? Let's go over here. Let's use BNB. CoinGecko is a great tool for doing research and figuring out what your purchases are. I can't do this stuff in my head. That's not enough. Let's do 0.1. Even that. Let's do 0.3. Nah, let's do more. Dang. Let's do 0.1? No. Let's do 0.7. There, 20 bucks worth. All right, I'm good with that. All right, so let's do 0.7. 0.7 BNB, that's going to give me 256. Let's just double check that. 0.7 is 21 US dollars. I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and hit swap. And we'll confirm that. All right, and now MetaMask wants me to sign it. Now this is all on the Binance Chain network. I'm going to hit confirm. And then we can close this. That was really cheap. That was like a few cents, right? And watch how quickly the transaction completes. If it's going to do it or not. There it goes, see? So an advantage to using the new Binance Chain based platform is faster transactions and cheaper fees. Right? Now, Pancake Swap is anonymous developers, and the code is not audited. So do your own research. Beware, buyer beware. I just wanted to demo it because it is a great example of not only how much faster and quicker the Binance chain is than the Ethereum network, but also how you can modify or configure MetaMask to not only work on the Ethereum network, but on the Binance Smart Chain network. And there were some settings that video talks about. There are certain settings that you have to put in MetaMask to get this set up. Where is it? There's a way. Oh, here, settings. Do I know what I'm doing? Okay, so you go to settings and go down here to network, And that Binance Smart Chain network has certain settings that you put in here in order to connect the network, and you give it a name so that you know what you're doing. And there we go, right? So we've done some DeFi. Now I haven't even talked about liquidity pools. A liquidity pool is, these are just trading, right? We're just swapping one token for another with our wallet and paying a fee, right? And if you look in Metamask now, you should see that TW, wherever it is that it? SXP, Alpha. Oh, you know what? It's not showing yet. I don't know why. TWT. Unfortunately, it doesn't show in here, and I still haven't quite figured out how to get it to show up in the MetaMask wallet. Sometimes it just magically appears, and then other times I have to look at it in my Trust wallet, because this is linked to my Trust wallet. So I can show you that real quick. All right, so if we go to Trust Wallet, which is the same wallet, I exported the private key of this wallet into MetaMask. And so these two wallets are in sync with each other. They share the same private key. So now we can scroll down to TW, where the heck was it? Did I miss it? Trust Wallet. Right, so there's Trust Wallet token, right? And then you can see there, I should have just, I guess it doesn't show the receipt because it was a swap. But I know that I just bought some, right? And my balance is higher than it was because I didn't have that much before. I had like a few bucks worth. And I just bought like 20 bucks worth. So it's here and I can see it. And notice up there at the top, it says BEP20. That means Binance Smart Chain. The BEP20 protocol is a Binance Smart Chain token. I can see all of these in Trust Wallet. So Trust Wallet is another great way to do DeFi, although it works better on Android than it does on the iOS platform. I think Apple blocks some of the functionality of the Trust Wallet. I don't know why, but they do. All right. So I just confirmed there that I have it. All right. Oh, so we're going to say, okay, what about liquidity pool? Now I can show you that on Uniswap. Now Uniswap is saying wrong network. So what do? I'll go back over to my MetaMask, and then I'll switch back to main Ethereum network. And I'm still waiting on the Ethereum from Coinbase. This is crazy. It'll come eventually, but I'll keep complaining about it. Now, let's say that I wanted to park some of my coins in Uniswap and actually earn interest on it. This is called yield farming. So we go over here to the pool, and then we can add liquidity. Now I can use, but you have to add liquidity in pairs. So I would have to add ETH along with something else. Well, we got this BZRX, right? So we don't have a lot of that, so we could say, okay, max out my BZRX, and first I would have to approve it as liquidity, which might take a while. I'm not going to do this. But once you do that, then you've parked an even amount of ETH and BZRX in the Uniswap platform, and you will earn interest by getting a share of the pool rewards that come from the trading fees. It's a decentralized way to earn interest on your crypto. But it's not a set and forget, right? You got to keep checking it, make sure that the price of both tokens is stable. And there are other strategies, right? Let's say, let me find you this thing. All right, Uniswap ROI. This is a good website that will allow you to take a look at the risks in this, right? All right. So we've got our highest yields on Uniswap. So we can do the ETH XSP pair right now. That's the hot pair right now. you're getting 147.74% ROI in 30 days, which is like 1,797 ROI per year, right? That's crazy, right? But these things are like meteorites, right? You got to catch them while they're hot, right? So, okay, I would maybe run over and buy some of this token and then drop it into a liquidity pool and keep an eye on it. Hopefully, the price would go up. But there are risks involved, right? The price of this token could tank. And also, the price of this token could skyrocket, and it would have been better for me to just hold the token than to park it and earn interest on it, right? So there's risks on both ends, right? Now, there's more conservative ways to earn interest by choosing the highest liquidity pairs. These are the safe bets, but you'll notice that your ROI is not as high, right? These are the ones that you can pretty much kind of set and forget, right? You're not going to worry too much about ETH and Bitcoin and wrap Bitcoin, right? They're going to earn you a steady income if you park them in Uniswap. Now, you can do the same thing on Pancake, right? You can go to the pool on Pancake and you can add liquidity. Oh, it says wrong network, so we got to switch back over to the Binance, right? We can add liquidity here. We could say, okay, I want to add some BNB and some alpha, or this TWT, right? And I could max it out. I don't know if it's going to let me do that or not. Maybe it's not. Doesn't seem like it. Didn't come blue. Oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah, I got to approve this coin for staking. I've never staked it before, right? So I could approve it. It's not that expensive to approve. It's like 3 cents. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'll go ahead and stake it just for the sake of argument so you guys can see how it works. All right. And then once it approves, then we should see supply. This will switch to supply here shortly. Yeah, and then, okay, now I can supply, confirm. It's like a $20 deal. It's not much, right? All right, and that doesn't take very long. And there it goes. And now we can just back out here, and you can see now that I've got this TWT BNB liquidity pool working. Right, I'm earning interest. But I would want to keep an eye on the price of BNB and the price of TWT. Right? Now, now that I've got this liquidity pool, I can leverage that even more. Oh, I have something else too. I've got Alpha BNB. That's pretty cool. All right. We can go over here to the farm. Right? And we can, let's see where we are here. Do they have it yet? Oh, I guess they don't have the TWT farm yet. I don't see it. I got the alpha. It's funny how they don't have Trust Wallet token. I would think they would have that, but they don't. All right. But what was the one that we had? I think we had some alpha, right? So I have some liquidity in alpha. So let's hit select. And let's stake those liquidity pool tokens, the Alpha BNB tokens, right? You can see I got 2 of them, right? So I can max those out. We'll hit confirm. We'll sign it with our wallet. And we're almost done. Okay, that executed. You can see from my phone. My phone, because it's in Trust Wallet, my phone tells me that they execute. All right, now that's earning interest. All right, and it's going to earn me cake. So if we go over here to the cake BNB, which is a liquidity pool that I have staked, I can hit select. And you can see I've got 170 cake BNB flip tokens that I'm farming, mining, whatever you want to call it, and I can earn cake, right? I earned 14 cake today, all right? And I can harvest that. We'll hit confirm over here. Take a minute. And notice I'm doing all this with my Metamask wallet, right? So now we can go over to staking here. You can see I've already got 491 cake staked. I can stake that cake that I just harvested. There was a little extra in some of the other pools that got harvested automatically when I harvested that one. All right, and now I can put that cake to work for me and let it, and swap that for syrup. I know this is really weird. We'll let that confirm. All right, and then we can go over to the syrup pool. Right, and I can stake some more syrup to earn my TWT tokens. I'll confirm that. So I know this is all very confusing for maybe a first timer, but this is a great, and like I said, this particular platform has not been audited, so buyer beware. All right, and then so I harvested that TWT, and now I'm staking for more. So I wanted to take you to another platform, which is very similar, which is the Sun platform. Now, the Sun platform is another way to stake tokens on the Tron network. But we can't use, I don't know, maybe we could program MetaMask to access the Tron network, but I don't think so, right? Maybe. But there's an easier way. The Tron has a wallet that is an extension, just like MetaMask, that you can use to manage your Tron. I think I screwed that one up. Doggone it. I hit 2 keys when I came down. Okay, so we got our wallet here. All right, we got a little bit of Tron in there, as you can see. But what I've done is I've taken, let's go over to Just Swap. So Justin Sun runs Tron, so everything's named after him, right? We've got Just Swap, Justin Swap, right? And we can go over to pools, and you can see that I've got Sun and TRX staked. Now I could, with that Tron, I could buy some more Sun if I wanted to, right? Just like I showed you before. And the wallet over here would be the Tron wallet. The Tron wallet would control these transactions, right? As you can see over here, the wallet that I have connected is the Tron wallet. This is the same address as this wallet, all right? But what I've done is, and interestingly enough, they're still showing that I have this liquidity pool, even though I've staked it, right? So we go over to Sun, and I've got Sun TRX liquidity pool tokens, right? That's what this is. Sun TRX liquidity pool are liquidity pool tokens. I have them staked. As you can see, I've got, I don't know, it's 1 million? I don't know, it was that much. They're not worth very much, right? So I got a bunch of liquidity pool tokens, and I'm earning Sun, right? If you go down here, you can see I've almost earned 1 Sun. Sun, how much is Sun? Oh, here we go. Tron Sun. Sun, $10, right? Sun's up today, right? So I've had this liquidity pool, and I've been earning Sun for maybe a week, I think. So that's not bad. $10 for a week, right? And so you can put your crypto to work for you. in these DeFi platforms. But they're not set and forget. Some of them are, depending on the token pairs that you use. You can use stable tokens like, you can even use stable coins like Tether or US dollar coin, right? Or you can use like Bitcoin and Ethereum, wrapped Bitcoin and Ethereum, Ethereum and Link, all these like really big liquidity pools where you'll earn less interest, but it's more stable. But if you're going to push the envelope and use one of the like really hot ones, like we talked about, what were we looking at over here? This one. Yeah. I don't know, this one. This ETH XSP that's like 1700, 1800 APR, right? These are the hot ones, man. So it's a wild west out there. There's money to be made, but do your research. Be very careful because this thing could tank or blow in, a matter of hours, right? You want to check something like this. You'd want to check like several times a day, right? It's not set and forget. But some of these higher liquidity pools, a little more for the less risk inclined. You can kind of keep your crypto in these and just check on them every day or every other day or whatever, and just watch them gain interest, because you don't want them just sitting in your wallets gathering dust, right? You can put them to work. This is a lot higher than you're going to get from a savings account from a bank, right? So if you've got crypto laying around, you can put it to work in these liquidity pools. But you have to be careful, right? You could lose. There could be a bug in the code of one of these. The developers could have built a backdoor in where they take your tokens. All of these things are risks, and you need to do your research and make sure that you're doing the right thing on these. I hope that I've exposed you to some ways to earn interest on your crypto. I've exposed you to ways to buy some crypto if you're interested and store it in a wallet. I would maybe stick with that in the beginning, right? But I'm getting bored with just that or demoing just that. I've been doing this live stream for a little over 2 years now. So some of my regular viewers were getting bored with just buying Bitcoin and putting it in my ledger. So I'm trying to be a little more inclusive of some of the newer stuff. So I'm sorry if you're a beginner and you may have gotten lost. Yes, they would. Gary's mentioning that this would make tax season a nightmare. He's very right about that. I did mention earlier that I was getting alerts from CoinTracker. CoinTracker.com is a website that will allow you to track the large number of your cryptocurrency transactions. But it's also going to have to adopt to the DeFi thing, right? CoinTracker is really good if you're buying and selling on centralized exchanges that are compatible with CoinTracker and storing them in wallets that are compatible with CoinTracker. Does a really good job of keeping track of all of your trades and all that information you need at tax time. The DeFi stuff is kind of Wild West, so if you're worried about keeping track of your taxes, that's on you, right? You'd have to like maintain a spreadsheet, or maybe just kind of keep what you've done in your head or whatever, or from your bank account. You'd have to keep track of those winnings and losses, right? So come tax time. But yeah, it's a nightmare. Well, hopefully the IRS will adjust to these new paradigms, and they'll make it easier to figure taxes. You'll be able to link these wallets directly to your IRS if, whatever needs to be done, right? But just because I'm worried about, filing my tax returns doesn't mean I shouldn't try new stuff out, right? I get a lot of people that, they're worried about their taxes, as they should be. And, I pay my taxes too, but it is a bit of a nightmare, But CoinTracker was a big help for me. And there are other services out there besides CoinTracker, Bitcoin Tax, Bitcoin.tax, a couple of others that'll allow you to link to wallets and track all of your transactions. Right? That'd be the way to go on that. Right? How to transfer ETH from the blockchain to MetaMask? Well, you might want to rewind my video and start from the beginning. I did a couple of transactions where we moved Ethereum from an exchange into the MetaMask wallet, right? If you've got a blockchain wallet, it would be very simple. I think that's what you're talking about. Or if you, when you say blockchain, you just mean from another address, right? Well, that's simple too, right? So let's say we've got Ethereum in this wallet. We would just go over to our MetaMask wallet, right? We go over to the Ethereum mainnet. I'm still waiting on that Ethereum. That is crazy. Okay. So we'll hit receive. We don't have to hit receive. We just hit the address. We copy that into our clipboard. We'll go back over to our other wallet. We'd hit send, and we put in that address. Right? That's the short, simple answer to your question. If you're using a blockchain.com wallet, like on your phone, you get the address that you're going to send it to first from the MetaMask wallet, and you paste that into the interface. If you're moving from the wallet to your phone, then you might need to email yourself that address so that it gets from your web browser to your phone, right? So just cut and paste that address into an email and send it to yourself. And then you can open it up on your phone and cut and paste. You don't want to try and type it in manually. That's going to be a real pain. But but you might want to rewind the video because we talked about that earlier. How do you move it around? So easy, even a caveman could do it. I was just telling my daughter about that earlier. The caveman videos from Geico.com back in the day. Those were hilarious. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. Scott, you came late. If the IRS cannot track with CoinTracker, then why should we? Nanny, nanny, boo-boo. Hey, you're a Tosh fan, huh? I don't know if you are, but I am. I love Tosh. I have Coinbase and Coinbase Wallet with DAI earnings, interest on DXDY, BTC, and ETH in the wallet. Other coins are stored on Coinbase Exchange. Digital media dude, you got the right idea. You want to try to put your crypto to work for you. Over the last couple years, we've been through a lot in the crypto community, but the general mindset was to buy a coin and hope that it goes up so that you could sell it for a profit. Well, now we've moved beyond that, right? We're moving into the era where, what's up, buddy?
After you're done, can we bake muffins?
Bake muffins?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, sure.
We still have the Halloween like things that hold it.
Oh, okay. Like the muffin pan, Halloween muffin. Oh, the muffin pan, the Halloween cupcake holders.
Yeah.
You'll have to show me. Yeah, we'll do a project. Well, duty calls, gentlemen and ladies. It's time to go help my son cook some muffins. Halloween. What's the difference between what you earn and what you put in the MetaMask wallet? So if you're, the MetaMask wallet is where it starts, right? The coins start in MetaMask wallet, and then when we put them in a liquidity pool, and this never actually, it never confirmed, right? Let's see if we can make it confirm. We're on the main Ethereum net. Let's go over here. It's still pending. Let's try and speed it up. Let's spend $3.36 for $5. No. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to let it fail. Whatever. I mean, it was like, I don't know, $5, $3, whatever. Yeah. See, that's why, this is just getting ridiculous. You have to pay these outrageous fees just to get your transactions to go through. It is really stupid. That's why I like the Pancake protocol, man. It's so much faster and easier. Do your own research. Buyer beware. All right, guys, I got to go. It's been nice. Scott, I'm glad you came. Good to see you. Scott's probably cooking there in Hawaii, too. That's cool. Oh, look. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
No.
You bumped your knee. I'm sorry. It's okay. You okay? You okay? I'm sorry. Bumped his knee on my desk. You okay? You gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Oh, you bumped your other knee. Oh no. Let's say goodbye to everybody, okay?
Okay.
All right, say goodbye.
Bye.
You guys have a good day, good night, wherever you may be, and hope you got somebody to cook muffins with too.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. I need to hope this works.
Up here. That's Christabel.
Oh, it's a green screen.
Yeah, it's green screening. All right. All right, I'll be right up, buddy. Okay. Don't forget, we'll do this again next Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me for the live Q&A from Michigan, where we'll talk about Bitcoin and the markets and the news. We'll move crypto around. I'll try to answer your questions the best that I can. Hopefully, everything will work. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.